welcome to a new episode of All Sorts of Sports.
All sorts of sports. All sports search.
Sports of sorts in your ass.
Holes,
Wow.
knee holes. No, just the same. And
The
so
fuck? Were you mummling? What is this?
no,
Wait,
I
who
said
the hell
not
has
going-
knee
I was-
holes,
I was
bro?
talking while you were talking, so
Wait, you said knee holes.
I said not going into any holes.
Oh,
Just just the same. Yeah.
You don't like sports in your holes?
I don't. You say in your ass, and I assume you mean the hole. So I just try to let people know that the sports are not going there.
Why aren't they just not? They're just injecting them into cheeks. That's how they get big.
the BBL sports.
BBL
This-
sports. I like BBL sports. I
The
like.
syringe makes a hole.
Hey, nah, when they bad, they bad.
Yeah. You
Um,
said you
some
spent
of them
$4,000 on that? Don't look that good.
You know. Some
But
boy.
USA.
Let's fucking go.
Everybody can be, a fake American right now, because USA beat Iran, and because of the policy.
it's Iran apparently.
And
Gotta
Iran.
like
I
Iran
gotta pronounce it right.
And Iran. Okay.
Iran.
All night and day. But anyway, yeah.
That journalist is a piece of shit.
It's more of a political thing than anything, really, to be honest. But it's also everybody is like rallying around the U.S. because Americans don't watch soccer but once every 4 years. So
And then actually,
rallying.
this past time it's once every 8 years. We didn't play in the last one. So everybody's like, how's the sport work again? What is offsides?
USA do something right.
That offsides call, everybody knew it just wasn't offsides, and I'm like, you guys regularly watch it, huh? Like you just know, like like international football like that, I guess. So sure, go ahead.
Shocking.
But with that said, guys, what are your thoughts on the U.S. beating Iran?
We're not beating the Netherlands. We play like shit. There was so many stupid decisions. Who's our left back? Tyler Adams?
No, the kid more.
No, not Adams.
More.
Sure?
Robert McGinley.
No.
Not that guy.
It's Sterling.
It's Robinson. Robinson.
How do you do?
motherfucker, he has the worst control I've ever seen in my life.
Yep, I agree.
He reminds me of the fucking kid from Mighty Ducks that just couldn't stop.
Yeah, who couldn't stop skating?
Yeah, he's just too fucking fast.
I get that reference.
He loses the ball too fucking much.
I mean,
we're gonna get killed.
the Netherlands.
It's we now.
I think it's been we for James, to be fair. I think
It hasn't been. We had a conversation about it last
He's talking
episode.
about how I'm rooting for Argentina.
Yeah, he had Argentina. You had another country before you had the U.S.
Spain.
Right. So I'm just
Let me
saying,
ask you a
where's this
question.
we energy
Are we
coming
playing
from?
any of them?
Huh?
Are we playing any of them?
No, I'm just saying. I just
Exactly.
heard you're saying we now, and
Yeah.
You
It's
You
we
called
until
me
we go
out
up
on
against
we. Okay.
It's we until we go up against we. All right.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I don't give a shit.
Extremely
I'll let it
stupid.
go.
I don't give a shit. I don't
It's
give a
we
shit.
until it's he, motherfucker.
I didn't say he. I said we, bitch. You know what I mean. But yeah, I mean, the Netherlands are going to kill us. Like,
I don't know, man. Qatar is very bad, and they beat them 2-0.
Yeah.
England won their first game 6-2, and then tied the U.S. So I don't know.
Didn't Argentina lose some scrub ass team?
Yes.
then all right. So you think they're scrubs now?
The Saudis.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, they ain't scrubs.
Give me America to win this thing. It's on
Hey,
Saturday,
they're
baby.
not scrubs.
Listen, America always shoots for like the Sweet 16 of the World
But-
Cup, and like that's at least the men. The women we expect to win, but the men is like, hey,
But-
get to Sweet 16. Like you're
I
great.
mean, we got to say that we have a really young team, and for them to go this far is pretty good. And I really like where they're going towards for the next World Cup in 2026 here.
Yeah,
Right?
they're because they're like the
Everybody's
average
going to
age,
be in their prime.
Yeah, the average age of our team is like 22. So
Yeah, like they're all going to be in their prime here, which is going to be crazy.
One more round. One
Elite
more
Eight.
round. One more round.
Yeah,
yeah,
basically.
just to give them like a little bit of a oomph, and then get knocked out in the round 8.
Yeah, because I mean, like,
When it's here, they'll probably lose like super early.
no. Because
No problem.
I mean,
I'll be
France
so
is
angry.
obviously going to be strong. Like Brazil's going to be strong. But other than that, I like
You'll
maybe
be rooting
Portugal.
for Argentina.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, I'll be rooting for Spain because Messi's gonna retire by that time.
Spaniard.
Barf. Dude, I'm actually looking forward to that England Senegal game.
Oh yeah, same here.
If the US goes out, I'm team Senegal. Because the Koulibaly. That's my
As
man.
everyone should be. I feel like rooting for England is just racist.
It is. Oh man,
What more can
I don't want to know the amount of racist jokes going on in an English household. God, I hate you.
They even do that towards their own players. Even towards their own players.
Oh yeah, all of them.
Oh,
That
Ryan,
song still gets me hyped as shit. I
you
don't
saw
know.
how Ronaldo was trying to get that goal.
Yeah, I saw that. Like the Portuguese Federation is. Like,
It might have touched
petitioning
his hair,
for-
but at the same time, it's like, come on, bro. You really that pressed over this goal? Like
He was.
You guys scored it.
Well,
Here's the victory lap, and
it's
I'm
just-
leaving. That's how you
Get
get
out,
me.
shut
back.
up. You're stopping the fucking conversation.
Ah, this is great.
Go ahead, Ryan.
Oh my god. It's because it's probably his last World Cup.
Yeah,
He's
but
fucking 40. Like he is. It's 4 years from now. He'll be 64.
he might try to.
I'm a
pull
man. I'm 40.
Oh my god.
He might try to pull a Zlatan. Can you mute these bitches?
I muted him already. I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
boot him. He is giving nothing to the conversation right now.
You take it away from it.
Oh god. All right. But yeah, the US is finished. It's just
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
we get one more hurrah or is it
But I got to say the best part about the U.S. team is Tyler Adams right now for me. Like he has done himself a lot of favors in this World Cup. That's all I got to say.
In what way?
Basically how he handled the press conference, one, but also like for sure his play on the field.
and right? I mean,
K-Dot, what the fuck are you doing?
other than being the worst.
What's next?
Well, I also think Tyler Adams gonna end up moving to a
He
bigger
said leave.
club. Yeah, he's gonna move to an actual club.
Yeah, I tweeted, I was like, hopefully he can learn Catalan.
Because he was at Leipzig before that, and then he moved to Leeds.
He was at Leipzig?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Back in like 2018, 2019, something like that. So, yeah, that's when we had like half of the U.S. players were playing for
German
the Bundes.
team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pulisic was there. Good times for them. All right,
Okay. So, with that said, moving on to the football that Americans care about,
The one
Deshaun
not playing with the
Watson
foot.
is back. He will play this week for the Cleveland Browns, suiting up against his former team, the Houston Texans. And there was a TMZ report that apparently that James sent that into the group chat that said apparently, I think 10 of his accusers will be at the game on Sunday. Now, my first reaction to that was why. My current reaction to that is still why. And it's just, and I just want to speak on to my reaction part of it because it's like, I don't know. I know he didn't like rape those women. I know he I don't know. I don't know what happened, but he is accused of sexually assaulting women. And I just don't know what benefit it does them to show up. I don't know. In my head, it's like reliving like trauma. You know, it's like I don't think it would be helpful for them. And maybe it's the opposite. Maybe it's it is helpful. It is helpful. But I just thought that to be weird. I just think that's weird because I don't know if you shoot somebody and then you show up at the person's job just to watch them. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know. That's just weird to me.
It does
The
sound
action
weird,
is weird.
and it sounds like promo. But I don't know about none of this.
I didn't even think of that.
Well, in
but
fairness,
it does sound like, hey, pay attention to this game.
it
That's
makes
nasty to me.
it makes Busby or whatever his fucking name is. He seems like a real chode. It seems like a PR event for him, right? Because like I got these girls.
That
this
sounds
week.
like all of his like cases, right?
Yeah, he just sounds like a fucking attention whore. But to go off a point that you had, Keem, didn't Plaxico Burress shoot someone and then go watch him play in the NFL after that? So it has happened
So he
before.
relived it when he watched when he watched film.
I think
He was like, oh, look how he ran that route.
There's a little bit of precedent here.
I
There's
think
a little
that's
bit of
a little
precedent
different,
here.
but yes, he did. Yes,
I'm just saying there has been a case.
and that person follows him around every day.
Dude, every single day. That must be tough.
Every day.
That must be tough for him.
There's an episode of The Wire where Omar is trying to go down and get some Honey Nut Cheerios. And he thinks about putting Honey Nut, and he thinks about putting the gun in his silk pajama pants. And I'm just imagining Plax with his fucking sweatpants on, trying to figure out where to put the gun place. And then he not at one point just real, this probably ain't a great idea.
And then Cheddar bobbing himself. And then Cheddar bobbing himself like, oh, let me get it. Oh!
And then you go to jail. Look, I guess I think this thing is a little less weird than you guys do. I think more than anything, as far as like, if you are one of these women that have settled already, it feels a little weird because you've already settled your case. But I do know that there are going to be a few women that are there, at least a couple that have not settled. I know Lauren Baxley, who refused to settle, she's going to be there. And there was just another allegation last month that he, I think, forced a woman to perform oral sex on him. So right now, what they're doing is basically saying, unlike a lot of things that happen in the NFL, we're not going to allow you to sweep this under the rug. This is not going to be some great comeback story for you. We're here to fucking put an eye in the ointment, put a fly in the ointment, right? It's, yeah, fuck off. This is not your big comeback celebration. Because look, I don't have a lot of faith in Deshaun Watson actually being good, but if there's any team in which he'll look good against, it's the fucking Texans. And it's not going to be one of these rah celebration thing because they're going to constantly go back to these 10 women that are right there kind of shitting on his parade.
Also, his backup beat Tom Brady last week.
Who was Tom Brady's backup at one point?
Also,
Yeah.
I'm Team Jacoby, so I hope Deshaun sucks.
You're a big fan of like mediocre quarterbacks.
Mediocre black quarterbacks is just his thing.
All right, it's not mediocre.
Sorry, mediocre to above mediocre. I give him above mediocre this year.
What are you saying about
Who's
Geno?
not mediocre?
Above mediocre.
Geno's not mediocre.
Geno Smith is above mediocre.
He's just having above mediocre year. He's still mediocre.
I think that catapults him to above mediocre, but not a lot.
He's got some pretty good numbers.
Most mediocre
he was subpar for so long. He's like, it's like you were down here and now you're having this kind of year, so you're here for me.
Did you ever think Ryan Fitzpatrick was a good quarterback?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had
good, right?
Tannehill was a good quarterback.
Yeah.
I thought Tannehill had some good moments.
Good games. Like you think
you thought Tannehill was a good QB?
No, I thought he had some good moments. I think Adam Gase broke him.
Like a horse.
I think there should be a study on the quarterbacks that Adam Gase broke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've talked about it. I mean, I'm
Wait,
more
you know, with them in New York.
30 on it though. Like
no, I think he's gone by now.
You sure?
I think so.
Adam Gase?
Yeah.
Didn't they lock
I don't
him
think
up?
he's in the league right now.
No, but was Geno in New York with Gase?
I think as a backup.
Huh. Well, maybe he broke the curse. This also Geno's.
He didn't break the curse because Tannehill was all right in Tennessee.
But I also say Geno Smith also slotted into an offense that works almost perfect for his skill set, and he's not Russell Wilson, so works out.
What does that mean?
And Russell Wilson was bad.
Russell Wilson's trade is about to go down history as the worst of all time. It's already top 5.
Hey, he still,
the only
more
reason
toilets than touchdowns.
Yeah,
he wasn't there.
Devontae Adams has more touchdowns than
he
Russell.
wasn't with the Jets.
Carson Wentz has more touchdowns than Russell Wilson, and he hasn't played since week 6.
And the worst part, is the fact that they gave him the extension.
That's what makes it so bad.
Yeah, because if they didn't, then all right, also a couple first round picks, but we can cut them or move them or whatever.
They can't do anything.
Yeah,
they can cut him and take a massive cap hit.
If they cut him next year, it's $105 million guaranteed. It still has to go back to him.
Right. I mean, that's monetarily, but
yeah, it's the Waltons. They got money, but they're cheap.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what's wild though? Gino really only really started for 2 seasons.
I know Gino's had a terrible run.
So
he had terrible luck.
Gino was 23 when he came into the league, started for 2 seasons, didn't play, like super great. But first rookie season is 12 touchdowns, 21 picks. Sophomore season is 13 touchdowns, 13 picks. And I don't know. I just feel like in third season, you would like to see him get another shot. But third season, I don't know if he got hurt or whatever, but he played in 1 game. After that, he's just very much a backup. After that, and I honestly, I remember that
was Fitzpatrick took the job that third year
because he was bad. I do remember that, but I just feel like I just look at like Daniel Jones right now, and it's just like, there's a similarity there.
The second year showed that he deserved more time.
That's all I'm saying. It's just like 13 picks.
Yeah.
He went his completion
on the Jets.
Went to 60 from 55.8 to 60%.
But the biggest part about that rookie season is they were 8-8. So like the downfall as far as the second season when it came to he got the interceptions under control, but they lost so many more games, just made everybody kind of fucking hate everything. Because is that the Todd Bowles era? No, that's Rex Ryan going into the Todd Bowles era. So it was scrambling to try to make things happen because everybody was losing their job.
Mm-hmm. So this is Gino's. I'm gonna just give you his passer rating since his rookie year. 66.5 his rookie year. Sophomore year 77.5. Third year he's basically a backup now. So but then you go to 87.9, 81.2, 84.5, 39.6, 94.2 when he gets to Seattle his first year, 103 last year, and 107.9 this year. And I just feel like we never really got to see Gino develop.
And now he's not bad.
And
maybe he's been decent this entire time.
Through 1 pass or 2 passes.
No, it's Gino. That's why
mediocre. That's why
I said above mediocre.
I still reject that one, but all right.
I'm saying above mediocre because I mean, like his touchdown to interception ratio is great right now. What 19-5?
Mediocre just means bad.
He was 5-1 last year.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, if I'm still looking at you keep that ratio the same way, he hasn't thrown for 3,000 yards yet, and
he's about to.
Right?
Yeah, give it another year. 2,800. So what? He'll finish the year at what?
Like 35, 36?
35, 36.
Over 3,000.
Over 3,000 with what? 20 maybe gets
probably
24, 25 touchdowns. Yeah,
like he actually has weapons, and
no, he's good
using them.
No, he's
so like.
It's just not a lot of
average. I'm like, all right, like I'm gonna say he's above average, but to say he's mediocre,
is above average better than mediocre or less than mediocre?
No,
he should finish with
mediocre means like he's below average
offense, including his rushing.
I think most of the quarterbacks in the league right now are fairly mediocre.
I mean that might be
Taylor Heineke's bad.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys love him.
We do, but it doesn't mean that he's a good quarterback.
But I mean, part of being a good quarterback is to have the team play for you.
He's Shane Falco. I keep doing this. There's no.
Would you rather have Heineke or Russell Wilson?
Right now?
Yeah, right now. Right now.
Heineke all day, every day. Because Russell, now you got to eat that contract.
So if there
money's
was no
not
contract,
involved.
Right?
Money's not involved.
No,
money's not involved.
Who you want?
I'd have to kick the tires on Russ.
That's crazy. That's why Washington will never.
You'd get for you. It's a fairly easy proposition. It's fucking Josh Allen. We get that, but I'm saying that like for Washington, you'd have to kick the tires on Russell Wilson if the money wasn't an option. Come on.
Nope. No, you don't.
The Russ conundrum thing, though. I think to be fair, though, he's also dealing with the first year head coach
and a bad one.
Nope.
And
he's making bad
might decisions. Actually be bad.
No, he's bad. Russ has been bad.
Russ has been bad. I'm saying that I'm just talking about the coach. Like his head coach might actually be bad, and his head coach's specialty is supposed to be offense. So I feel like there's a little bit of okay, maybe he'd be at least a little bit better to closer to at least average, and then you can hope for in a playoff game if you get to the playoffs some Russ magic, right? But we're not even getting that. So I'm hoping like next year, like people were talking about the offense. I was reading articles and stuff about it, but just how it took Aaron Rodgers some time to learn and get into a comfortable fit into that type of offense, even though they won. Like they ended up winning. Like I think they went 10-6 or something his first year in the offense or something like that. But they ended up winning. But Aaron Rodgers talked about how it was a struggle for him to like get used to that offense and stuff. And Russell Wilson is no Aaron Rodgers. So I feel like next year is the real test. If they don't look good next year, I think it's obviously Russell Wilson is done. But
the Aaron Rodgers thing, I don't understand that comparison, because you go like the first year, 28 touchdowns, 13 picks, over 4,000 yards. And he never really turned around. He never looked back.
Who was his receivers?
Back then, you said 28.
What you said? 28 picks, 13 interceptions.
13 interceptions.
Those aren't good numbers for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
4,000 yards.
Those are not good numbers for Aaron Rodgers. 28 touchdowns and 13 picks. But I'm saying he never looked back. Like if that's one of the, other than this season, if that's one of the, that's like I can look through and say that's probably the worst statistical season he's had.
That's what Keem was saying.
What, the first year that he
the first year you don't play that good, and then you get better. That's
my point is that Russell Wilson isn't Aaron Rodgers, so he looks worse.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I guess I get to a certain degree where you're at.
Russ's weapons are hurt too.
I'm not gonna downplay
in and out of the lineup. They don't have a running game.
I am not gonna downplay Nathaniel Hackett's bad. I'm not. But Russell Wilson, you can't say like I could say he looks like he's fallen off a cliff, but he threw 25 touchdowns and 6 picks last year, even though that was considered a down year for him, and with the injury. And then the year before that, he threw 40 fucking touchdowns. So,
but this year he is a steaming pile of trash.
He's absolute shit. But that's the thing is like, what are the variables for him, right? Like Hackett is a pretty large fucking variable. Javonte Williams going down is a pretty large fucking variable.
Sutton, Judy, tight end, left tackle, right tackle, the offensive line.
But they need like, so what, like, is the pathway a new head coach and a new offensive system for him to struggle again?
No, you gotta have everybody come back healthy another year and see what happens. Like they'll be better next year.
I would, if I'm the ownership, I'm not that patient.
Say that again. They're gonna be what next year?
They're gonna be better next year.
I'm not patient on that.
So Hackett's first year,
you gave up the ability to not be patient when you gave him that deal. Because what are you gonna do?
I'm hiring another coach.
Hackett's first year as OC for Green Bay was 2019. Aaron Rodgers' numbers were decent.
26-4,
4 picks, 13-3 record. However, after that, he goes to 48 touchdowns, 5 picks, 37 touchdowns, 4 picks, and to this season where Hackett is gone, gives you 21 touchdowns and 9 picks. Obviously, he lost Devontae Adams, so it's not just saying that just losing Hackett is the reason for that drop off. But
and then he had Adams in 2019.
Yeah, true. But I'm just saying, just a little context. His completion percentage was also his lowest of that tenure with Hackett. It was 62%. So
yeah, he just needs another year. Like I don't think they went into this thinking that all right, everything's gonna be perfect right now.
I think they did.
They didn't think it was going to be that bad.
They absolutely did.
I think they did. That's why they sold the farm. I think they thought their window was probably these next 2-3 years.
Yeah. It's like you see what happened next year. But then after that, then if you need to fire the coach, cool. You're not going to do it 12 weeks in.
Here's the part that's not helping. Every week that goes by, that locker room hates his fucking guts.
Oh, yeah.
And that's my thing is that like the longer it goes on, the less you're going to see anything work chemistry-wise. Well, these motherfuckers don't like him.
I would agree with you normally, but they didn't like him in Seattle either, and they won.
They had the Legion of Boom.
You see their defense they got?
What? I get it, but I'm just there's a difference there. Even if you talk about like the Legion of Boom, you had leaders in that locker room, right? Same age as Russ through that entire time period that could get people to be like, all right, look, hey, this is what it is. You just keep things this way. When you got a Marshawn Lynch for years in that locker room, carrying things a certain way, you can keep things kind of in-house. They already have sound bites of guys on that team you could see struggling not to throw his ass under the bus, right? So we never heard not a mum fucking word until he was out of Seattle.
Yeah.
It's a different ballgame.
And with that, I'd also like to point to Russell Wilson's numbers this year. 2,369 yards, 8 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, a passer rating of 82.3, QBR of 32.2. I just want to point out, so far, this is Russell Wilson's worst year statistically in his entire career. Worse than his rookie year, any other years. It's his worst year ever. So I think two things can be true. He's maybe falling off a little bit, but also the offense has struggled some. He's had some pass catchers out of the lineup. He needs more time to gel in the offense and get used to it, but he's also not as good as he used to be.
He's also sort of pulling an RG3.
I don't expect him to be as bad as Peyton Manning was when the Broncos won the Super Bowl like next year, but I expect him to be more so like a Taylor Heineke.
You don't want that comparison. But
I'm just saying like not.
I mean, game manager. But here's the thing. Here's to me the biggest significant drop off of Russell Wilson is Russell Wilson was always, in my opinion, at his best when he was moving. And he's not doing that anymore. You look at like those mid seasons there for him where he peaked at 849 rushing yards. He's at 137, by far the lowest total in his career. And they're not doing anything. I think in his mind, he's a pocket quarterback. And it's like, motherfucker, you're 5'2". You can't see over the goddamn line. You need to move and you need to do the things that you used to do in order to get things running the way they need to. And it feels as though it's like when RG3 went into his second season after the injury, where his dad talked to Dan Snyder and the coaches, whatever, and were like, my son's not going to run anymore. It was like, well, I mean, if you decide you're just not going to do that, you're not going to be very good here.
Yeah. Okay. So moving on.
You know, I just realized, we naturally got off of Deshaun Watson real quick, which is another reminder why those 10 women are sitting there in the stadium, because we will look.
Maybe that's a fair point. I think that's a fair point.
What do you say?
We just, all of a sudden, we were not talking about Deshaun Watson anymore.
Yeah,
there was no shame.
Non-story. The women were gifted tickets by their scummy lawyer, which kind of like dirty's an already dirty situation. So anyway,
I don't think it's that big.
But with that said,
lawyers are scum.
As of right now, the NFC playoffs have 4 NFC East teams.
Count them.
Currently to make the playoffs. Let me pull this up.
Beast of the East.
Please relax.
That should just sound bad.
We say that shit all the time. We're the best division in the history of football.
I know.
Come on.
That sounds like 2005.
You've got
shit you were saying in 2005.
We're saying it for decades.
You got the Eagles.
Been ugly Vikings, for decades.
The 49ers. The Seahawks. Well, no, not the Seahawks. The Bucks. And then you've got the Cowboys, the Giants, and the Commanders. My question to you guys, will we get 4 NFC East teams in the playoffs?
I hope so. That would be kind of cool.
I hope so too, but will we?
I mean, the thing is, the Bucks division is so bad that they're just going to be jostling for who wins that division, and nobody else is going to be good enough to make a wild card spot. So yeah, probably.
Okay.
All first round exits.
All first round, literally. Okay.
All
so you're a yes.
I don't understand that at all.
I
think it's looking good. It's because if you're looking at like who, so we're sitting at 7-5. We've got 2 Giants games and a Cowboys game left. So it's a lot of beating up each other in the division to a certain degree. Because there's still a lot of division games left there for the NFC East. So it's like, does Seattle make a run? Does Atlanta make a run? Does Detroit make a run? Does Green Bay make a run? The only one of those 4 teams I think are capable of even making a run, and it's a stretch of the Lions. Because I think that like they're hitting the Bills at a really interesting time. And they do play hard. But the thing with the NFC East is that like the NFC is weak. Fairly. I mean, the NFL is fairly weak compared to what I think that people thought it would look like going into the season. And if you're really looking at like the Eagles only lost this season came against what team? The Commanders. The Vikings they won with time. They won with 0 seconds left, and us after a terrible Taylor Heineke fucking interception. We're right there in the fucking Vikings game. Like and if you look at the 49ers, they have a guy that can't really throw the ball down the field, and they rely on a run game and play defense.
Or can't.
Their defense is getting healthy now.
Who?
The Niners.
Yeah. Also, Washington has Chase Young coming back, Benjamin St. Juste coming back.
All right. Do you think
our middle linebacker coming back? Defense? No, I think the Niners are the best built team for the playoffs in the NFC. But guess what? Washington plays the 49ers in 2 fucking weeks. No, sorry, 3 weeks.
Well, not good.
No, 4 weeks. No, but here's the thing is but you have 2 teams that don't really, if they play the way that they're usually designed to play, don't really blow teams out. It'll be a 1-possession game most likely at the end of this thing. And if you're looking at what Washington's doing as far as ascending when it comes to the pass rush, there's only 1 team in the NFL with 3 defensive line players with double-digit tackles for losses. It's us. We have the top 2 safeties ranked in the NFL, according to PFF. Like, there are certain things that Washington's fucking doing that you're just kind of like, Taylor Heineke to me is the ceiling, and that is a problem. But I'm just saying, if you're running the football and you have a pass rush, anything can happen.
You guys were this close to losing last week.
Our safety has been on IR for a while, so just relax. We have a better safety tandem than you fucks, and I just want you.
And we don't play in the playoffs, so who gives a shit? Worried about Greg Roman,
defensive line. I am worried.
Yeah,
I am. Did
you watch that clip I sent?
I am worried. I retweeted. You don't. James, you always do this. The shit that appear on your timeline about the Ravens because of me. I retweeted that.
Nah, that was
Can I bring it back to the NFC for a second?
Yes.
There's one offense in the NFC that looks very similar to a Greg Roman offense, and it's the one that Philadelphia runs. And they're asking,
it's a smarter passing offense.
I think it's more simplistic than that when you really look at what Jalen Hurts is doing. But I think the thing that Jalen Hurts has that you guys don't have are fucking weapons that can catch the goddamn ball.
It's not just that though, because that is a big part of it. I will completely concede to that. I agree 1,000%. But it's also, they stole the great running game from the Ravens, and we're like, but we're going to do our own with the passing attack because that shit is stupid. So
yeah,
it's not the same.
Go on my Twitter and look at that video.
They were like, "Yo, that's a great run scheme you have. That's not a great passing scheme that you have. I want the run scheme. We're gonna borrow that." And you can keep the passing shit. That's why that keeps Lamar looking like he's not good, but he's carrying this fucking shit team because of this shit coordinator and this mediocre head coach. But that's neither here nor there.
Run game, crack.
But I'm just saying, some of these defenses, you look at like what Washington did against Philadelphia, it's out there.
Yeah, for sure. But just back to the NFC East. My opinion, I think the Giants missed the playoffs, and I think the Commanders make it. Here's why. Giants, I feel like, have a tougher schedule remaining. They have the Commanders at home, the Eagles at home, go on the road for the Commanders, on the road for the Vikings, Colts at home, on the road for the Eagles. Just flipping that for the Commanders, Giants, obviously, then bye week, Giants, 49ers on the road, Browns at home, Cowboys at home. 2 tough schedules. I just feel like the Commanders have the upper hand there a little bit. They get that bye week to play them. If they win that first game, I'd pick them to win the second game, to be honest with you, and sweep them. Just because you getting an extra week to prepare after you already beat the shit out of a team, that's amazing. And then, you get the 49ers on the road. Kate, I alluded to this earlier when we were talking about Deshaun. I don't think Deshaun's going to be good, like in the rest of these games for the season. Like, I think they're going to be like, oh, they're better. I think there's going to be a lot of talk of, oh, they were better with Jacoby Brissett and all this and that. Like, they didn't.
He wasn't good for a while.
And it's just because he hasn't played in a while. He'll be super rusty. He'll look bad to end the season and look good next season. But that's just my opinion. So I think they can beat the Browns. Who knows? The Cowboys might be, we don't give a shit. Now we're just it might be one of those games where we're playing to see if we will play the Commanders in the first round or not.
Oh my God. My dick just got hard.
and play them, or do we want to win? And you know what I'm saying, like a situation like that. But anyway, with that said, actually, I don't think that's possible.
Playoffs.
But yeah. So I just think the Commanders will make it. The Giants won't. I think they'll falter a little bit. But I love to see like all of them make it. But I don't think they will.
Greatest division in the history of football.
It's a very historical division, to be fair.
We have more Super Bowls than any other division. All of our teams have a Super Bowl.
I was saying each team has at least 2, though, right?
One. Eagles only have 1.
Damn. Yeah. I thought they won one like the 70s. Never mind. You're right.
That was the thing. We were waiting for these jackasses to win one so that we could say that we all had it.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that said, I guess we can get to game picks.
Also, can we recap real quick for our picks for last week? Because
you want to keep it to 1 week, though, right?
Yeah, just this 1 week. I just want to make sure that I read this right.
Fucking idiot! Motherfucker, he tied for first, but he wants to talk some shit. Yeah.
Hey, I'm on the upward trajectory, you piece of shit.
I just want to say to preface, I'll let Ryan take this away actually. But to preface his comments, we were tied. We were all tied at 10 points for picks heading into Sunday Night Football. Sunday Night Football featured who played? Was it the
Eagles,
Packers?
Eagles,
Packers, and Monday night was Colts, Steelers. I got last place. I stayed at 10, and everybody else went more than that. But Corporate Terp, aka James, and Bills Mafia, aka Ryan, both tied at 12, and
James is still sitting 5 behind me
at 11. So yeah, but go ahead, Ryan, take it away.
And Ryan's sitting at 19 behind me. Did I do that math right?
Don't matter, K-Dot, until the end.
Yeah, we'll count again at the end of the season. See,
I've led this entire year,
and it's gonna be that much sweeter when your ass don't win.
All right,
I led this whole entire year, and I still lost. Fuck.
Wow, motherfucker, trying to mock me now. All right, let's talk about soccer and get you in your feelings again. All right, what's up?
Ryan, are you gonna say anything?
No, that was it. I just want a little recap. That's it.
I would like to have like a normal ass conversation about it, but you don't like the sport, so it don't matter.
What?
About soccer. See, yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about soccer just completely. What?
I know. Damn.
All right. In a rare.
All right, one sec. I've noticed I only led 1 week. I only came in first place 1 week throughout the standings.
What are you talking about?
It's fucking nuts. It only shows week 10 is the only one that I actually won by myself.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, you've been consistent.
That's fucking dope. All right, sorry.
I have more points than this is showing, but that's fine.
Okay, so in a rare turn of events,
Ryan's never letting shit go.
Because it saved my picks. I just didn't do the bottom thingy.
But you missed a few weeks where you just didn't do the shit.
No, I just missed one.
It was 1 week. You missed.
It was 1 week,
picks.
and it locked my picks. I just never submitted them. So it has my picks highlighted. It just says you never saved your changes. So anyway.
So the Bills are scheduled to play the Patriots on Thursday Night Football in a rare turn of events because usually you don't get to play back-to-back games on Thursday night. Thursday football, I guess they didn't play on Thursday night last week. It was Thursday afternoon. But they play again on Thursday. They're currently 8-3. Patriots are 6-5. Who are we picking? I will start. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
I'm gonna go Bills, but I'm not confident.
Okay.
Bills are gonna win.
Okay. All right. So we're all on the Bills, circling the wagons.
Very healthy defense. Just one man down.
The Steelers travel to place the Falcons. The Steelers are 4-7. Falcons are 5-7. And the Steelers are trying to keep Mike Tomlin's record alive of no losing seasons, which I predicted before the season that I think they would lose. I think I had them at 8-9, but we'll see.
And I'm losing the last game of the season.
Yeah, 8-9 last game of the season. So you guys, what do you guys think? Steelers, Falcons, James, go.
Steelers.
K-Dot.
Steelers.
Ryan.
Falcons.
I am also going with the Falcons. So, all right, moving on. Packers, Bears, Ryan.
This one is who starts at quarterback for me, but I'm not confident in whoever it is other than QB1 for Chicago. So I'm going to go the safe pick and take the Packers.
Is Aaron Rodgers playing?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. I saw Jordan Love out there slinging it.
Yeah. I mean, he looked better, to be honest. So I'll go second. I'm picking the Bears, and I think this will like kind of encapsulate like the shitty season that the Packers have had, because he's on the Bears for so long. I hope he plays. I really hope he plays. I hope he plays, and I hope they lose because he plays. Justin Fields he's one of those quarterbacks that I feel like has next. And I think that whole like I own you shit is about to come back to bite him in this game.
Wait, but
picking the Bears.
Justin playing?
Yeah, well, he's questionable. This
might be my midweek switch then, because if
I might switch if it comes out that he's not playing, I'll switch to the Packers. Doesn't matter.
Nathan Peterman, QB 77.
But I'm rocking with the Bears. K-Dot.
I'm going Packers. I think this the Packers are talent, or outside of wide receiver, there's talent. Wide receiver is important for Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon are fucking good, man. And look, I got a lot of thoughts about the Aaron Rodgers Jordan Love thing, but I'll save them because I want to see some other things play out so I can be so right about Aaron Rodgers.
I'm going with the Packers. Like, I get what y'all saying about the Bears, but Mooney's out for the season. So who the fuck else is he throwing to?
Justin Fields going to run for 150
yards. Claypool and Cole Kmet.
Claypool can't catch shit.
Claypool mossed Sauce Gardner last week, so whatever.
One play out of whatever. You see how many passes that man dropped?
What the fuck has Mooney done this year? He was on my fantasy team.
He I don't think he started off good, but he was definitely picking shit up. That's why Justin Fields having all the damn touchdowns.
He is yet to crack 100 yards.
Well, now he's not going to crack any yards.
Yeah, because he's on IR.
His most yards that he's had in a game was 94 against the Giants in week 4. He also has 2 touchdowns on the year.
What's
2 out of the last 3? Sorry. I don't know.
Crazy. Let's move on.
Yeah, I'm not playing.
Justin Fields statistically a QB1 for the whole week.
Yeah. So moving on, the victorious Jaguars are taking on the Detroit Lions. Who we got? James.
I'm going with the Lions.
Going with the Lions. Okay. I'm going Jaguars. K-Dot.
Trevor Lawrence and those guys are starting to look really good. But I'm going Lions.
Ryan.
I think they used all their juju last week. Give me the Lions.
Okay. All right. Jets at Vikings. K-Dot.
Vikings.
Ryan.
I see what I'm doing this week. Give me the Jets.
Vikings.
James. Vikings as well. All right. The one that I want to hear K-Dot first, but we'll let him go last this time. Ryan. Commanders at Giants. White people. Okay.
It's my left hand. Yeah.
James.
I had the Commanders, but I'm going with the Giants. I just switched.
Hater.
I am going with the Giants.
Didn't you just say you thought Washington was going to sweep them?
He did.
I think
like
I thought
that's
they could.
Like five minutes ago.
I thought they could, but it makes more sense if the Giants win coming off a loss and then lose next week and then lose against the Commanders on a bye week. So lose 2 straight, then they have the same record, and that way you just finish the season. Whoever finishes the season better.
Giants.
Was my logic sound, K-Dot?
Yeah, I agree with that entire thing. I think that I always thought we'd split this game. Same way I think we're going to split the Cowboys. I think we'll get that win. But I think give me one game of everybody kind of reshuffling where they think Taylor Heineke should fit and all that. But I'll tell you right now, if we do win this game and Heineke looks good, I'm going to be a fucking problem on this podcast.
No, because Ryan has a mute button.
I'll be hosting. I'll send the links.
No, we're not joining.
Don't worry.
This one might be game of the week. But Titans traveling to play the Eagles. 7-4 Titans, 10-1 Eagles. I'll go first. I'm taking the Eagles, honestly. I think the Titans going a little short, a little losing streak here. Dropped to 7-5. And to kind of like affect the playoff seeding. I just don't think. I think that defensive line with the Eagles is a little bit too much. I also think I just like their defense more than I like the Titans defense. Titans defense has played well, but they've been banged up too. So I'm going with the Eagles. Ryan?
Yeah, and for different reasons. But the Titans, you really just have to worry about the run game. And
you don't fear Treylon Burks?
Yeah. I do not. The Eagles, you have to defend against a good run game, a super mobile quarterback. I think a mobile quarterback that had the most rushing and pass yards of any quarterback in the history of the NFL last week. And then you have two very good wide receivers. So it may be a close game. I don't think it's going to be. I'll take the Eagles.
I am going Titans. I agree with almost everything you guys said about the Eagles. I am just playing the law of numbers and saying that the Eagles should lose more than one game.
Yeah, I do. I think that too. I just don't think it'll be this one. I think it'll be a division game.
But they don't. Eagles to me, as much as I do like what I've been seeing from Jalen Hurts, the way I've seen like Jalen Hurts and the way that offense, and the way the defense is working, they're a well-built team. I don't look at this team and say this is a 14-2 world-beating team. I just don't. So I want to see them lose a couple more before the season's over.
Okay. I think they'll look like a world-beating team in the regular season, and then like Ryan said, first round out. I think they're first round out, second round at best. Like that's it. But that's just me. James,
I disagree with that sentiment, just based on the fact that they have a really good running game and they play really good defense that travels. So,
so did the Ravens in 2019.
Looking at it,
precedent.
Let me interject the Ravens in here.
No, it's because they have great value, Lamar.
The Titans don't necessarily have anything that the Eagles should be worried about besides Derrick Henry, and I still think they can run on them.
What's Target's generic brand?
Tarjay.
I don't know.
All right, next game, sir.
The clothing one is the can't think of the name right now.
I think that's Jalen Hurts. I'm not going Walmart.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I just couldn't think of anything that's less.
Is it Up and Up? Is that?
Or like Geno Smith is Wish.com. No, I'm joking.
Oh, they're generic brands.
This is why people think he's trash.
I'm joking. I clearly said I'm joking.
Yeah, that's what the internet is, bro. It's just jokes.
Their generic
like
brand
nobody
is
be serious no more.
Up and Up.
Up and Up.
So Jalen Hurts is Up and Up. Up and Up.
That sounds like Hurts. Okay. So James, you're taking.
I'm taking the Eagles. I don't think it's going to be close.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Fair. Yeah, this is me getting two games wrong.
The only reason why it could be close is just because the Eagles are running the ball and the clock is going faster. Other than that, like blowout.
This is me leaving the window open for the picks.
Okay. So moving on to we've got the Ravens at home versus the Broncos.
Ravens. Edgar Allan Poe.
James.
If the fucking Broncos had a good offense, man, I'm picking the Ravens.
So
I think y'all are going to struggle against that defense.
I think this is a game that they could lose, and I partially hope they lose because it would maybe be the let's fire Greg Roman game, and then we could be unleashed for the rest of the season and win the Super Bowl like I predicted. But I don't know. I kind of hope we lose. I'm very much thinking like this is a very much this is another trap game because we should beat the shit out of them. But I think it'll be a low scoring game. Even if we win, I think it'll be like 16-13 because we don't know how to fucking play offense. So
you think they fire Greg Roman?
They're not.
I think they
late in the season.
When we won the Super Bowl, we fired Cam Cameron we were 9-4.
Do you remember that, Cam Cameron?
And he had similar warts. It wasn't the same, but
You look at that man's face.
But yeah, so I'm picking the Ravens, but I hope they lose. Honestly,
I hope they win, so the rest of your season ends up trash.
I'll make you a bet right now that we go further than the Bills in playoffs.
Okay, yeah, I'm taking that 100 times out of 100.
Only 100 though, because I don't have $250 worth of confidence. So we'll just do 100.
All right, fine.
Okay, everybody got that? You got that? 100. Cool. All right, moving on. Browns.
Fuck you and these goddamn bets.
Browns travel to play the Texans. James, who you got?
I got the Browns just because the Texans suck. Like the biggest spectacle of this game is going to be what's in the stands, not on the field. So
I got the Texans. Go, Ryan.
Yeah, give me the Texans. Let me see David Pierce run for 150.
that's not going to happen.
Give me the Browns. I'm rooting for the Texans like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
I want this Deshaun Watson name to be bad.
I can't root for the Browns. So
I don't want to either. But
no, I'm actively I'm setting myself up to root for the Texans. But
I think Stingley is still out.
Stingley?
Stingley. Like you better know.
Sounds like a recess character.
Wow. That man's a baller. But all right.
See, 4:05 starting the 4:00 slate. Seahawks travel to play the Lions.
I'm sorry, just looking at the Texans and seeing all the L's. It's so fucking bad, man.
And yet y'all picked them.
I didn't pick them. I got the Browns. I said I'm rooting for the Texans.
All right, so I'm going Seahawks over the Rams. K-Dot.
Seahawks over Rams.
So everybody's picking MVP candidate. Geno Smith, let's go.
All right,
this is game of the week, baby.
He is the leading Pro Bowl getter right now.
We got a couple good games. Dolphins at 49ers. K-Dot.
Woo! Shit. Give me the Dolphins.
Bet. Ryan.
I don't like my picks this week.
Dolphins offense. I know the Niners have a good defense, but they have no offense. So give me the Dolphins.
All right. I'll take the 49ers. James.
I'm taking the Dolphins just based on the fact that Elijah Mitchell is out and McCaffrey also has a sprain if you look at his knee. So they might try to limit his reps too. I know the Niners know what McDaniel runs, but at the same time, the injuries on the 49ers makes it kind of hard to pick them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not going to push McCaffrey knowing that this game does not really move the needle for them. So
I'm switching my pick. I'm going Niners.
Okay.
I hate when you
appreciate you.
What? Because it wasn't because of anything anybody said. It's I'm looking at Kyle Shanahan not wanting to make a protege beat him.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was thinking. I think Kyle Shanahan's like, I
think he pulls out all the stops.
You're not gonna fuck with me. I'm gonna show you who I am.
Plus, the Dolphins played the Texans last week, so I'm assuming they might have forgotten how to play football for a second.
He's gonna look at it as
they were up by like 40 at one point.
It's 30-15 final score, but I'm just saying when you're playing the Texans, it's almost like
that's because they sat their whole offense for the second.
But playing Madden on like rookie mode, and then you switch over to all Madden real quick, and it's like, oh, there's a curve, and I think maybe it'll be enough for them to.
It could also just be a practice game. You actually practice.
Think
practice.
Cool.
Talk about
get better reps in practice and playing the Texans.
What should be another really good game? Chiefs travel to play the Bengals, man. And I want to go with James first.
I got the Bengals. Jamar Chase is back, and the Chiefs have trouble playing the Bengals. They might be up in the first half, but the second half still has to come.
I think the Bengals are old and ass whooping by the Chiefs, and they will get it today. I mean, not today, but Sunday. So I'm going with the Chiefs. K-Dot.
Chiefs.
Ryan.
Give me Joe Cool.
Bet. Okay.
Patrick Mahomes reminds everybody he's above tier 1.
Or
Chargers, Raiders. I will go first because I've been very good at picking Raiders games this season. I will go Chargers. Ryan.
Chargers.
K-Dot.
Chargers.
James.
I wanted to pick the Chargers just because I'm going to be there, and I feel like I'm bad luck, but I'm going to Raiders. We lost to them in the first game of the season, so we're going to split.
You are going to that game.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a lot of money on that one.
Let's go Warriors.
Okay.
Colts.
What's your parlay luck right now?
Hey, look, it was their money, not mine.
True. The free bets.
It was free. It was their money, not mine. I'm okay. I'm still ahead on mine.
I just need to hit one of these fucking parlays, man.
Colts at Cowboys. Unfortunately, we get the Colts in prime time yet again. Another Jeff Saturday showing. Colts traveling to play the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. I'll start. Actually, no, I started last time. Ryan, you start.
Jeff Saturdays look more like Jeff Thursday. Give me the Cowboys.
Okay. K-Dot.
Cowboys.
I am also on the Cowboys.
Same. Micah Parsons has 3 sacks.
Fair.
Yeah, Matt Ryan. Even though he looked good running, well, he didn't look good, but he ran.
Well, he ran against the Raiders too. He had like a 30-yard scramble.
Yeah, he did. He sure did.
And finally, another shit show in prime time. We've got the Saints and the Buccaneers. I really don't care, but K-Dot, you go first.
The Buccaneers' road to losing against Taylor Heineke and the Commanders in the playoffs starts now.
Right now.
Buccaneers.
I also am on the Buccaneers. Ryan.
Yep, same. Coming off that loss.
James.
I have the Saints. The Saints play the Buccaneers really tough. So
That's fair. I think that's fair. I also think that you could be absolutely right. I might change my pick. All right. With that, do you guys have any other topics that you want to talk about? Get in real quick before we go to final thoughts. Is there anything pressing you guys?
So is Black Friday football really a thing, or is that fake?
That's
I
right.
I heard it's a thing.
I don't know
fake?
why they think
I thought it was real the whole time.
No, I heard it was a thing.
Oh, that's kind of sweet.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
The
I
more
could do
football
that.
we got, the better.
No, that's not true. Saturating the market.
Yeah, I would not mind eliminating Thursday night football.
Thursday night football, I get it, but like a Black Friday football, I would like it.
I don't like the
That's
idea of
thing.
football on Fridays.
We're following up 3 games on Thursday with another game on Friday. That's usually college's like rivalry week on Saturday. Then we got more football on Sunday. Like if you just like football, that means you're watching football from Thursday to Sunday, which
That's kind of the point.
I guess I don't like it that much.
I love it. Because Friday, what else are you gonna do?
I'll be drinking.
Exactly. Now you get to drink and watch football. Get the fuck
I
out.
feel like that game's gonna be ass.
That's
Every
what
game ends up on that
it
day.
can't
is
be.
It's
gonna
like
be
a
fucking
hangover
ass.
game.
No,
It's like
it
a
can't
hangover
be.
game.
But it can't be. It can't
But
be.
it can be because that's what the NFL
Nah.
does. The Thursday night games are shit. They throw it out there as far as the product because they know if the NFL is on, regardless of who's fucking playing, the likelihood that we watch is high.
That's true.
I mean,
I
but
mean,
there's still
with
the same
Amazon,
amount
they
of
might-
games every year.
With Amazon, like they probably need to have like a decent game, just to get people to get the app or whatever to be able to stream the shit. Like
Who
'cause you
doesn't
gotta
have
pay,
Prime?
right? A lot of people don't have Prime.
That's not. It's the most popular streaming service simply because people have the Prime service.
Amazon Prime. That's what I'm saying.
That's true. All right. Outside of that, I guess I might be the only person that care about the whole Juventus board resigning, right?
Yes.
Okay. because that's a lot of money.
153 million homes have Amazon Prime, 65% of the U.S. population.
And guess what? Juventus board did not talk about 216 million euros in losses. So that was funny.
It just doesn't seem like a big number to me. That's why I wasn't that impressed with the story.
That's a big number.
Is it?
Yeah, to hide 216 million euros.
They didn't hide it. They just had bad accountants. That's what it seems like to me. And also, they're worth like probably like a couple $1 billion. So it just doesn't.
For the whole board to resign at one time is kind of nuts. I guess nobody else cares about Shams running Hoop Central.
No.
I thought that was a funny story. And
how he outed himself.
And how he outed himself.
Is it true?
It has. I mean,
it kind of has to be.
That story got buried.
Yeah, I haven't heard much about it other than the initial cry out there.
I mean, I don't think that's the thing. I don't think it's a thing. Like, it's like, okay, that was his burner, but it's not like he was doing anything wrong or like he's just.
Well, the Wall Street was hilarious.
Yeah, the Wall Street is hilarious.
It's like once that happens, then people go back and like, what else did he say? And it's like, oh, he made this joke about Woj. Like, this is great.
I always knew Woj was his dog. But all right, so let's get into final thoughts. I will go last. Who wants to go first?
I have a funny story. So one of my favorite sports news things of this week was waking up and seeing that the Broncos had signed Lamar Jackson. And I was still a little groggy this morning. And I was like, oh, well, that makes sense. I guess Russell's gone. And then I just forgot about it for like 6 hours. And then like 1 o'clock this afternoon, I was like, hold on. Wait, what? So I had to go back and Google that shit. Turns out there's a cornerback I've never heard of named Lamar Jackson who the Broncos signed. I'm sure those poor Broncos fans were like, oh my God, this is the best news ever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. What a like, if you're the Broncos, just sign any other cornerback on the planet. Don't tease your fucking fan base like that.
Well,
terrible.
Shit. The Seahawks got Michael Jackson and Kobe Bryant in their back and on the back end.
Yeah.
That
I don't like the way Kobe's name is spelled either.
Me neither. I had that whole conversation when we was like, oh yeah, his name is Kobe Bryant, but it's spelled with a C. And they're like, wait, why the fuck is it spelled with a C?
Yeah.
And then everybody was like, oh, that's a white name. And I'm like, when the last time you seen a white cornerback? He definitely ain't white.
Troy Apke.
Yeah, there's one.
Yeah, uno.
Well, now there's two, and his name is Kobe Bryant.
Is he white?
That's a white. That's a white.
See,
spelling.
nah, I swear Kobe Bryant's black.
It can be solved with a quick.
How does he spell his name? Oh, B-Y?
C-O-B-Y. Yeah, that
He
man
is
black.
definitely black.
That man black. See, there's only one. Does that guy start for y'all? The white cornerback.
No, he got cut.
Oh, so there's zero.
There was one.
I mean, he might be on a practice squad, you know.
He might be on a practice squad. He might actually.
Roster. There's zero.
So.
He was fast. He was the dude that Deion Sanders was like, whoa, that white boy.
I remember that.
Doesn't Kobe White spell his name with a C?
Yeah.
Yep. That's Colby though. It's Colby.
No, I don't think there's.
I don't think there's an L in there.
Yeah, there's no L.
No, that was Colby.
It's C-O-B-Y.
Yeah, it's C-O-B-Y.
Okay.
Colby Mayo.
Wow. You know the funny thing? His first name is actually Alec. Alec Jacoby White.
Oh,
all right. Who wants to go next?
I can go next. Andor's great. And it's ended the season, and everyone should watch it still. They're putting the fucking shit on like Freeform and ABC because nobody's watching it. It's depressing as shit. Like we're putting it on Hulu, we're putting it on Freeform, we're putting it on all this kind of because they need people to watch. Look, I don't think people understand there are implications of what happened with Andor.
It's bad.
Shut the fuck up. There are what we're saying. I actually am one that believes that the head of Disney got changed last week. Bob Chapek stepped down, and Bob Iger is back in the Disney universe. And I actually think that you can look and see what happened with Andor being sort of a microcosm of where it is that I think Disney's going with their stuff. And I think what they're doing is making a decision kind of like what HBO used to do. The greatest television show, in my opinion, of all time is The Wire.
That's a good take.
But the thing with The Wire is that no one fucking watched it when it was on TV. The viewership was terrible throughout the entire run of the show. And what you do is you need to have certain guys that are in charge, let the creatives do their fucking thing. And I think that's what you're going to have with Iger compared to Chapek. And I think it's extremely important and a good thing. And if you have these big studio houses are finally putting together real good stories and good writing, I think it's important to support those things because maybe it can change the way they run these enterprises. And I just think it's important to show up for things that are good. There's a show that also FX just dropped with Jesse Eisenberg. Fleischman is in Trouble. Another high recommend from me. FX killed it with 2 shows this year as far as new shows. This one and The Bear. If you haven't watched The Bear was great. TV's in a really, really good place. And I'm about to start in the next couple weeks my Better Call Saul watch through for the first time. And I'm really super excited for that.
Well, that's a good show.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it, man.
I know. I don't know.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna think it's better than Breaking Bad.
I can guarantee you I'll think it's better because I think Breaking Bad is a little overrated.
Fair. James.
Two quick things. Canelo is going overboard with this whole messy shit. It's annoying. Like, he looks like a fucking idiot. It brings into the stereotype about boxers, and he needs to fucking relax. The man was not cleaning the fucking floor with the Mexican flag. The Mexican flag was not in the locker room. He was taking off his fucking shoes. If you watch the video, you can see it. This man has been going on a tirade for like a fucking week. He needs to relax. Yeah. Other than that, I'm gonna go see the Raiders. Hopefully I could see some Raiders around town at some point. Probably not, but one could hope.
Hope you have a fun, safe trip, buddy.
Hey, look, I just want a safe trip,
at the casino.
I just want a safe trip. That's all I want.
Out at the casino.
It's crazy outside.
2 days before they're supposed to play a football game.
Please let us know so I can influence my lines.
Do you know my team's history, man?
I don't even think they're allowed to drive themselves anymore. So,
do you know my team's history, man?
Was it fucked up to laugh at that?
No, but it's you something you shouldn't say.
I know, but guess funny. What? Like, fam, like, yeah, they're gonna be outside.
I think they got a school bus now.
Look, I know I sounded like a fucking fuddy-duddy, but I still think a team in Vegas is a bad idea.
I do not. I think it's a great idea.
I mean, you didn't hear anything about the Las Vegas Aces.
What sport do they play?
They just won the fucking championship.
Like, they got one of the best players in the league.
Yeah. What sport do they play?
Probably the best player in the league.
What sport do they play?
Basketball.
Got it. And who are they?
The champions.
Yes.
Are they women or men?
He going, James.
It don't matter.
It does matter.
People do stupid things.
Women brains develop a lot better than guys in their early 20s. They are a lot more fucking adult than we are when you give us a bunch of fucking money and you got everybody willing to suck your goddamn dick because you can throw or catch a football.
And they're also better at being sneaky.
Although
they could be out there doing
who's better at being sneaky?
I could see AJ.
I do follow Kelsey Plum on TikTok. She's super, super fun to watch.
Yeah, and she's dating Darren Waller, so I might see him.
I don't know why those things, but I'll let you have that one.
I mean, if they're dating each other, they might like to spend time with each other.
Probably.
Why would they do that?
Right.
not out and about, probably.
I've seen my girlfriend once in the last 2 weeks. That's the way you live.
No, the fuck is not.
Right.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's the good life.
This has been the longest final thoughts ever.
No.
With that said, I wanted to go last because I am dramatic and I like being dramatic. And so I just wanted to say thank you to you guys for having me on the podcast. I've really enjoyed my time. But I'm going to be taking a leave of absence because I have a lot going on in life. And so I will probably be back most likely. I might even just do like unequal opinions for a while. But I'm taking a leave of absence and I appreciate you guys for having me. And I'm not leaving the group chat and I will talk more shit to you guys. And I'm continuing the picks and all that shit.
This motherfucker just Drew Hildas.
Need a little bit of a break.
He's got a fucking baby.
There we go.
Like,
there we go.
The
when
man
I call,
gets 2 hours
the fucking phone.
and super busy at work. It's really like work and baby. It's like need to.
Well, the good thing is, I feel like we all got I got a vacation coming up, so I'm gonna be gone for a week.
Can I take a break?
Are you capable of taking breaks, K-Dot?
Fuck no, I got a pod.
There you go. All right.
I got the pod, but I have other pod outlets now.
Hey, Keem, I wish I could say I'd miss you, but
this is the end of the ASOS show.
This is second end.
all right.
Have we done this before? Have we ended?
Well, yeah.
I mean, the pandemic kind of did that. We took a season off.
Nah,
we took a
Mauricio
season
left.
Yeah, Mauricio left, but we never.
We didn't stop.
We didn't skip a beat.
Yeah, I mean, are we stopping now?
No.
Yeah, you'll have some other black dude from your Twitter mentions that are here and replacing his ass in a couple weeks.
It sounded so racist. That's a black dude just come in here. Some other nigger.
You know what the craziest part is? Like that's gonna be the last thing King says on this pod. That word with the hard ER.
No, we need another Jew.
I was gonna say his Twitter friends are free, but now I just can't say that.
Wow.
I think we need a Jew. I think it evens itself out that we can have Kanye debates.
Nope. This got nothing to do with me.
All right, I love
maybe when Keem comes back, he's converted. He'll be our black Jew.
You know, what if
Peace. The Warriors have taken the lead against the Mavericks. We were down by 20 at one point. Peace.
I mean, that
Hi, everybody.
supposed to happen.